Hey guys, we are at day 2 of our illustration lesson. So today we have a request by Brady for what did Brady request? A penguin. And Dax wanted a spaceship. So stay tuned and we'll show you how to do all of those. So we're going to do 2 different styles of penguins. One, a really cute one, and then a more realistic one. So if we start with the cute little penguin, we're going to just do a circle for his head. We'll do an oval for his body. And we're going to add some wings. His feet end up looking like W's, and then another V. And we'll make another line through the wing. And a half. That'll be his belly. So this will color black, and that will be black. Black on the outside. We'll give him a beak, so we'll do a line, and then we'll come down in this kind of rounded V shape. We'll put a line through that as well. We'll do kind of that M again, so, well, not an M because we'll leave a little bit of a space. And then we'll give him some eyes here. Big eyes. And you can decide how you want to do your eyes. If you want the white circles, if you want it all black, if you want to give them some lashes and your fur. Okay, and then this, the top of his head, or her head, will also be black. Okay, so there's a cute little penguin. So this next one, we are going to do a more realistic penguin. And so we are going to start with the body first. So you're going to do more of an oval shape for his body. Okay, you can sketch a little bit lighter so that you can erase the lines, but I'm going to do it relatively hard so you can see it. And then starting at the back of this circle, we're going to add kind of this U shape, upside down U on top. Not a full circle, as it's going to come up and back down. And then we're going to add, so this penguin's going to look sideways. So we're going to change the shape of his face a bit by extending this part here. So we're just going to come off the top of his head, out a little bit, and back in. And then you can erase that line in there. So we'll add the beak. So it's just going to be a line straight out with a bit of a curve down and then back in. Okay, you can come back in with a V to make his beak a part of his face. We'll add an eye. And then the body of the penguin. So we're going to add his arm. So his arm's going to come just on the top of his shoulder, and it's going to curve around kind of like a C. And it's going to come down, so it's going to tie in with the back side of his body. And then his stomach's going to be all white. So we're going to just outline that. And then we'll do the other arm over here. So it just comes along the side of the body and down. Not all the way to the same length as his body. And then on the side of that, you're gonna add his legs. Okay, it's looking a little funny, but all this line is going to get erased right at the bottom of that oval. Give him some feet. So you're going to come out to the side. This line's going to be a little bit longer. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And same on this side. Out, 1, 2, 3. And back in. And then you can just cut that off for his feet. And we'll give him a tail. So we've colored it in a bit and filled in the body and the arms. So on the head, it has a little almost teardrop shape that tends to be orange or yellow. And then the head also gets filled in black as well. So you can shade that in. And you can add any sort of eye detail that you want. So I'll color that in and then just smudge it with my finger. There's the eye. And then if we want to put him on an iceberg, what we can do is we're going to draw like a circle, not a wide circle, kind of this elongated circle or oval. And it can have a bit of a rough edge, doesn't have to be straight. And then we do one line down at the side and one line over here. And then we have some water, so that can just be a wavy line. And we'll draw the horizon line or sky. So this can all be water back here. Maybe there's a floating iceberg right there. Maybe you want to add another one. Maybe there's some mountains in the background. And that can just be some rough lines in the background. Okay? So we finished the penguins. So for our second drawing for Dax, we are going to do a spaceship. So follow along. Here we go. So we're going to start at the top corner of our page, and we're going to do this kind of V shape, and that's going to get extended. So it's going to curve out a little bit. Like so. Now this line here, we're going to curve it in. So it's going to curve in this way, kind of like a bit of a frown. And these two lines are going to come down on a bit of a diagonal. So you'll see that they're not straight across, they're not straight this way, they have a little bit of a lean. And then we're going to do another line just like this, but smaller. And again, another diagonal line, but the other way now. And this is where the rocket ship is going to have its fire. So we're going to do another curved line in and another line right next to it. So now we're going to add the fire that shoots out. So you're just going to have 2 curved lines, and then you can add any kind of fire that you might want. We're going to add some details to our rocket ship. So towards the top here, we're going to add a little curved line and another one with a border. We'll give it some windows. And now we're going to add, kind of towards the back, we're going to do 2 curved lines. And then these ones are going to be a little bit straighter. And then we're going to add little kind of V shapes, again similar to the main rocket ship. And we'll add some detail to that. So we're going to do a parallel line, so another line just above those with some circles. And then we can add some detail here as well. So you're just doing 1 single line and then 2 lines towards the back. And you can add more fire out of those. And if you want, you can add a little detail here at the front, just kind of a little ball and a stick. There's your rocket ship